Welcome to a cold, dark night in Empyrion Galactic Survival Alpha 12. And as you can see, we're still at the Heidelberg because in this part, I still want to carry on working towards getting an SV because I've actually realized that I've been quite happily looting stuff down here. And I don't actually have the capacity to haul this away. So in some ways, I'm actually going to need my SV to be able to take some of this stuff away, which is going to be a little bit of a pain in the neck, but I can't see any other alternative at the moment. But before that, a big thank you for your comments and feedback. I was really especially interested in your comments about the start and the changes Elyon have made for Alpha 12, and especially with respect to the fact that you're all reporting that the start is a lot tougher, we're dying a lot more, and also that encounters with POIs are proving a little bit difficult is probably the polite way of saying it. And I do wonder whether Elyon have actually planned this when back in Alpha 11 when they allowed ship-to-ship docking, because based on some of your comments and my own personal observations, because I have been doing a little bit of playing with different starts off camera, is I think that the days of the big super ships that could do everything are over. I think, and this is why I feel that the docking is quite important, because I think the role of the hover tank, which has faded slightly with Alpha 10 and 11, is back. You're going to need pretty strong hover tanks to take down some of this POI. And another element is I think we're going to be looking at maybe some, what would you call them, frigate CVs, which have a weapons capability but not much carry capacity for attacking POIs as well, especially the ones up in space. So I think this idea of being able to dock CV to CV and SVs able to carry HVs is going to be quite significant in actually making progress in the game. So that's a very interesting observation. I'd also like to say thank you to Peter Howard, who kind of reminded me that somewhere buried in the Heidelberg is a cargo box with multi-tool in. And I actually went through, I found it eventually. I mean, I found other loot, but I've stopped picking some of that loot up simply because I can't carry it until I've sorted out the SV. But I think that's all part of the challenge of the game. And what I've actually done is, if I show you here, I've made myself a core, because what I want to do is get as much out of the UCH dart as possible. Let's just get off here, which is over here. So what I want to do in this part is I mean, I'm not going to repair it, I'm just going to strip it. There's some corn dogs there as well, so we're just going to, not corn dogs, plant protein, because food is an issue as well. Go away. Wait, go. Do that there. Yeah, we'll just grab that food as well. We'll just get over to here. There's some mushrooms there, but I don't really need mushrooms as such. Just gonna park here. I think we'll just core. Where can I put the core where it won't be a problem? As I say, we're going to recover the core anyway. Now the cockpit is going to be a bit of a problem. I don't think I've got the carry capacity. Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, 225. I can go in the fridge. I've actually realised that I was looking through this off camera. I actually realised that milk is actually good for a bad trip. Never knew that before. And I think considering the mushrooms give you a bad trip, so if I get a poisonous bite and I take the mushrooms and I get a bad trip, I've now got a way to getting rid of it. I mean, the other option is a toilet. I think I probably need bandages as well. Oh, and the other thing I've also noticed when I was rendering the previous video, and I actually didn't even realise what I was doing at the time, was the fact that I've just done it again by picking up that corn dogs, is that we're in Talon territory. So what I think I've been doing is upsetting the Talon. So we're just going to have a quick look. Yeah, I haven't upset my reputation too much with the Talon. But I'm going to need to be a bit careful here, because in the last video I killed a couple of creatures, and that proved a bit of a problem. I think we'll go for it. the cockpit. I'd like to get the cockpit off in one go, but I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to carry it. No, oh great, thank you. What I have done though is I've actually put a second cargo box on here, so I maybe drop that down. Yeah, it was just enough. I'm just going to drop back into here. There's going to be a lot of jumping backwards and forwards between the ship at the moment. What's this? Why is that? Okay, back to the library. It's still machine. Sometimes when you come into the new game, the factory doesn't reset. That's how much we get for this. Well, that's pretty good across the board. Just going to jump out again. So I do want to get as much out of this ship as possible. Actually, let's make a... Oh, I don't know. We got 6 bandages. Yeah, I can't kill them. I can't pick plants up, remember. So I think we'll start with trying to retrieve the thrusters. And we'll take the spotlights. Again, I don't know how much. That's probably enough. We're going to have to do this in stages. Yeah, that's great. It's silicon. I don't think it's gonna. I have to watch the carbon composite. It won't accept the carbon composite. Actually, is there anything in this ship? Got 2 cargo boxes. Oh, I thought that was gold. Sorry about that. Got there. 1 gold ore. Got nothing in the fridge. Yeah, I'm going to need gold for... because we're going to have to make an EVA suit. As many of these steel blocks as possible as well, because this is an easy pickup compared to picking up the blocks in the... Actually, oops, back in here. Right, we've got 2 more thrusters. So that's got us up to 121 copper. Put that in. Drop the steel blocks in. And the damaged ones as well. Right, let's just put this stuff into... Oh god, you're full up. You're full up again. Wow. This rate, I may have to make another trip back to the Heidelberg to drop stuff off. Right, let's just get back. Kind of. Oh, I want to use this. I think we're salvage plates now with the steel blocks. Just because that will give us some more base resources. I think that would be better. Just, that's a thruster, so then we're going to retrieve the thruster. What's that there? Cargo box. Cargo box might be something that's a bit better. Back to here, keep an eye on the temperature. Landing gear, I think we'll pick the landing gear up as well. Just jump back into the ship again. Workshop. Cargo box in, I don't think that made much difference. Steel blocks. And let's drop the steel plates in. I think copper's going to be probably the biggest problem, and we'll probably have to go looking for copper. I don't think I'm going to get enough copper out of this to So I was hoping to get a little bit more. Anything else here? Cargo box. I think we're just... the cargo box didn't add much. Oh, there's a little light there. That will actually just take the light. Take this out. Right, this is mainly carbon composite, but I think we're deconstructing it. We can use it for other things. Steel plates. Getting cold again, so we're going to need to retreat in a little while so we can get this little corner done here. I'm just going to front view in. Well, we got a little bit of silicon out of that, and the iron ingots are going up. This is getting hard work, to be honest. I think we may have to find some iron and make another portable constructor if I get some iron ore, because we can't make the portable constructor out of steel plates. Let's just get the rest of this. Last one, and of course we'll take the core. Right, we've got a little bit of electronics and some stuff. We can put that in. I think we'll put one of those in, although it's not adding that much. I'd like to keep the computer. So I think that is about all we can do here. Of course, we can't Right, we found a small talent settlement. And right, we're going to make our way back to the Heidelberg. And I think what we're going to have to do is put some... Oops. What we're going to have to do is put what we... The hover bike is a little bit overloaded. I say, okay, just force me way up over there. Yeah, just jump out. And what we're going to have to do is, okay, I'm just going to put this in here. Anything I can use from here. Use steel ingots. What we need is copper. I think we're tell it to make some more fuel, but at the same time I can't carry that much fuel with me. Okay, let's damage all the bike. Right, let's take out as much of this as we can. And we're just going to have to put it in the portable constructor. Looks like it's getting daylight. Plant fibers. We've got some oxygen. Now there is fuel in the Heidelberg as well. In fact, what we could do is might be able to get the fuel cells. Come on, hey, game, come on. Now, if I'm correctly... Oh, the other thing also is Rando Gaming said that you can now use the hover tank over water. But obviously you've got to be very careful when you go in the water. the lightweight thrusters, which is a change. I didn't actually see it in the patch notes, but it's a very welcome change, I must admit, because oh, God, go away. Right, let's just get the fuel out of here. Right, we've got 633. I'll always go 700. But we got 21 fuel out of there. Now, if we just get over here, I mean, if I can get those fuel tanks out, that might actually work for the thing. What am I doing? Jump back into here and we'll just put that in there. As I say, maybe if I put the bike in, that in there, that in there, that. I think if I could get a couple of these fuel tanks out. The trouble is I've used my one core. I don't really want to make another core. Let's see what we can get if I just deconstruct one fuel tank. We'll try retrieve, but it won't do anything. Right, we've got 3 electronics, some cobalt alloy. To core or not to core? That is the question. Let's jump back in. Game, right, we got enough electronics. See, that's not really adding enough. My instinct is to go out and see if we can find the base ore, but that means exploring. I just feel I'm wasting the resources from this part of the ship. What's that on the top there? That could be useful. Let's just see if we can. Or am I just being too tight-fisted? What's this up here? Got a fin. Okay, let's just retrieve that. See what we get from that. We get glass and electronics. I don't want to load myself up too much with titanium, and these hardened. Not often I complain about the hardened steel blocks, but we can take the steel plates there. We got these here. Let's get the optical. See, these are only giving me optical fibers. Let's just take out some of these. I think we just use the. At the same time, I don't really want to damage the ship too much. Let's just take out. Let's just have a look around. Some glass there. We need the silicon. We can take that out. I think with this start, there's a very strong case for having an enclosed hover tank or ship with an entrance on it, so you can stand inside the ship to do the looting. Let's just take out some of these destroyed blocks. I think somebody left a comment saying that the destroyed blocks were a little bit easier to do. Just take out some of these. I don't seem to be suffering from the temperature too much at the moment. Right, just take a few more bits off the edge here. What's that there? Just a steel block. We'll take that one as well. What's that there? Light slot there. I'm starting to suffer from the cold now. Yes, just grab that. Get back into the ship. Warm up again. The food is going down. Let me see. Got 1 electronics. We're up to 140, 185. A little bit of silicon. Got steel plates. Got some Actually, let's just keep dropping those in as well. Mechanical components. Got some cobalt alloy. Right. What I wouldn't mind finding is some consoles, because they've got electronics in. There's a door down there. So I want to keep away from the high value stuff. What I'm interested in is this. Right, we've got some mechanical components, electronics from that. Got there, we've got a cargo box there. Whoops. Let's get rid of these freestanding stairs. One of the problems is when you go over these ships quite a lot, you start to lose track of what you have done and what you haven't done. Take you out. We might as well just clear up the odds and ends here. Right, we're down to 19 degrees, so we're not starting to get close to getting cold again. These are transparent, which means they're going to have silicon in them, because they're pretty big. Good thing is, because we're using the survival tool, we don't have to worry too much about fuel. I mean, truthfully, what I should do is stand here. That should warm me up a little bit. Right, let's just dump more electronics into there. And some more steel plates and some more mechanical components. Right, let's just see what we can loot out this way. What we got here? Passenger seats. They're not going to give me that much, but we'll take anything we can. I mean, we're getting some electronics out of this. Talk about doing things the hard way. There is some. There's a ventilator there. We'll take that. That will open up to the higher levels. I know there's some windows or glass up here somewhere. There's a thin block there. Okay. Now, technically, another ventilator there. I'll take you. I mean, we could take this console apart now, couldn't we? Because this part of the mission is finished, I hope. Oh, here we are. I knew there was some glass in here somewhere. 1,000 units. So, I'll just take this glass. Actually, if I... No, I can't do it anyway because I'm not cord. We'll just take these glass. This is what I assume is what's left of the cockpit. There's the Talon over there. Luckily I haven't upset them too much. I'm just going to grab this. Getting titanium plates again. Titanium plates are going to be very useful, but not at the moment because they're just weighing me down. Right, we're right on the limit of... Let's take you out. Don't judder. Got 5 glass from that, and that's pretty good. Right, just take off that little flare, that gives me some. Anything else in here? We got over here, we'll take the fridge. I mean, let's give you a little bit more electronics. Right, this we've got a lamp here, we'll take that. Let's just have a little bit of a take stock. Right, we'll drop that in. Right, we're up to 138 silicon and 141, 146. Yeah, it's definitely going to be copper's going to be the issue. Cobalt alloy. We'll put the steel plates in. You can have. Yeah, I mean, we don't even have copper in here, which is annoying. Just had a sudden thought, what's the fuel situation in my ship? We've got 46%. We're okay at the moment. Again, I don't want to put too much fuel in here because there's a very real possibility that if I can spawn in the SV here, I could maybe have to take the hover bike apart. Right, so we're just going to double tap so I can keep it temp. Right, we're just going to keep out this for the moment. Get as much of the... There's an ammo container here. I want to get as much potential copper out of here as possible, and then if necessary we'll go, because the problem's going to be is if I start going out to pick up resources, I'm going to have to leave Talon territory, which oh, what we got here? Okay. Oh, so there was actually stuff in there. Apologies for that. Can't remember what we can get from a... Well, we got ourselves a little bit more resources. Actually, that's quite an interesting dodge, actually. Didn't realise that. I mean, there's risks involved if there was a lot inside, but I didn't realise if you actually took out the container controller, you could actually effectively act as a loot drop. That's useful to know. Let's just take this out and see what we get from this. I think we just predominantly get steel plates. Yeah, we just get steel plates for that. I had a feeling that's what we got. Let's take out some more of these damaged blocks here. I mean, I'm concentrating on the steel because I don't want to pick up too much titanium. I know it's a contradiction in terms. Anything else in here that's a little bit of destroyed steel on the back here? Steel block on the end here. Right, let's have a look through. Anything else? Oh, we got a shutter door here. That's going to be good for components, electronics, and optical fibers. Let's have a look through. Not sure. We don't really have looked in this section of the ship, so we'll just have a quick look in here. I've got an O2 tank, we'll take that. Don't really want to pick up the grow light and the grow plots because I might need those for when I build the CV. Okay, let's take those out. I mean, the medical devices, again, I'm reluctant to take those out. We'll take the seat. Passenger seat, I don't think, oh, that's got electronics in as well. Take you out. Okay. Right, there's a door here. Take you out. Anything, well, we got an elevator here, we'll take that out. That should give me the optical fibers. Take those out. I mean, that's going to give me silicon. So I'll take these out. Elevator blocks. Got in there. And toilets aren't particularly that important. Oops. Okay. Let's drop those in. Right, we're only too short on the silicon now. Getting very close, so it's just the copper that's the problem. Cobalt alloy. I think what I can do is I just want to take advantage of being able to stand here and see if I can get out enough to do the If we get the steel plates finished and the silicon, then what we'll have to do is just go looking for some ore. So we're just going to do this. Okay, quick update of where I've got. I must admit my right hand is starting to go to sleep a little bit at the moment with all the holding down the button. So we'll just give you a quick update. We've now completed all the carbon, substrate and the silicon, and we just need the copper. And I'm starting to debate whether what I need to do is scrap those fuel tanks. There's a little bit of a light there, but that's only going to be fiber optics, I think. Yeah. So I may have to bite the bullet and go for the fuel tanks. What we got here. So I'm just going to take out another one of these fuel tanks, see what it gives me in the way of electronics. So it's only giving me 3 electronics. Oh, there's a console there. I'll take that. That'll give me one more electronics. My instinct is to go out and look for copper ingots. We could try digging down. I mean, I don't know how far this goes down. I don't think it goes down that far because it doesn't strike me that the Heidelberg is actually there. Actually, somebody apologies, I can't remember your name, actually asked me whether I knew that Heidelberg was a town in Germany, and quite a few years ago I actually did visit Heidelberg. Unfortunately, I was only there for like half a day because I was more or less passing through, but they were absolutely right. Heidelberg is a fantastic city. It's got a really old university there. I think it was founded around 1300 and something, actually, if I remember correctly. I mean, it is a great city, but then again, one thing I have noticed about Germany, if you get down around the Rhineland and places like that, I mean, they've got some very awesome towns, you know, really ancient. Anyway, I shouldn't be talking about that. I don't want to loot out these engines. We can't get that there. I think we're going to have to go looking for some copper. So we're going to have to go in here. I'm also getting a bit low on food, so I think what we're going to do is just have to use the Heidelberg as a temporary base. Take some fuel with us. We're going to leave the Promethean fuel to charge the SV. And then what we're going to have to do is just go out looking for resources. Right, we're going to have to get out of Talon territory to do this. So if we actually go south, about a ping. I mean, there's resources that way, but I don't want to launch myself off an embankment. I don't mind kind of leaping across water, but like that. Hello, Mr. Talon. We're still in Talon territory. I think what we will do is we'll just go exploring. We're still in Talon, so we need to go southwest. And I say we can't even mine in Talon territory just at the moment, so we're just going to get out. Wow, this thing is just so unstable. Right, we're now out of Talon territory. We need to find copper, but I'll take anything else as well. I mean, if I get some more, I'll make another portable constructor. Of course, everything here is just going to be rocks. Now, there's some iron ore there. Okay. Resource drill. What's that? That's rock. I mean, if push comes to shove, I get really desperate. What we can actually do is really manufacture copper ore from stone. I mean, maybe that would be the ultimate problem, but it'd be real hard work. What is that there? Oh, it's just rock. Well, we'll start collecting some stone, I think. I mean, this may not be one of my better ideas. Where are we? Ah, wow. I think hostile is probably a bit of an understatement. They got some resources in there as well. We got something there. Let's see if we can turn that to our advantage. We're certainly not going that way. Right, it says it's 1.4 kilometers that way. Let's go this way and see what's... I was getting up over these mountains with this thing is going to be a little bit tricky. We're just going to have to fly across the flat land here. Some magic mushrooms there. Let's look for food as well while we're at it. We're outside Talon territory, so... Okay, just dip across here. Ah, some copper there. Thank you. Yeah. Gives me 10 ingots. There's some plant protein there. I'll grab that. Actually, I've got some stuff in the fridge, haven't I? Right, we got a meat burger and a veggie burger. We'll take the meat burger. I mean, I can make some more food. I think to make one copper ore needs 15 crushed stone. It's going to be a little bit hard work. Make one of those. You on the bottom bar. Oh, look at that, we got some spices. We're certainly going to take the spices. Just take the buds as well. What's that there? Rock. Well, I'll take the rock. So there are parts on this planet where you can actually pick up useful stuff. I think somebody also left a comment and said that the seaweed is in very short supply. Right, some more spices there. The nice thing about having spices is that we will be able to make the better quality ham, which is actually worth more than just the basic steaks. So just come in here. Fridge. Pop that in the fridge. Cargo box there. Oh, okay. There's lunch on the hoof there. And of course he's giving me, wait, get off my ship. Couple of buds, mainly for the XP than anything else. Tin is right next to the ship. I'll take that. I'm just gonna get off my ship. Right, I think I'm starting to grind a bit too much now. Apologies if this has been a little bit of a boring video, and it's probably gone on slightly over long. So what I'm going to do is I'll carry on doing the grind, gathering the resources to get the copper to make the SV, because I think that's quite an important step. And then what we'll do then is move on to the next stage of the game. So hope you enjoyed the video, hope you found it interesting, and until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.